Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a second stimulus check update video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the most trending topic on YouTube, and that is these $1,200 checks that still has yet to hit any American's account. Then we also are going to talk about unemployment hazard pay, and pandemic EBT has been approved for the fall. Well, at least for one state. So don't throw those cards away just yet, all right? So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of stimulus, my darling, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click that big old red subscribe button down below, and you are in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you love my craziness. And on this Sunday, I am giving you all types of Hansel and Gretel, Little House on the Prairie, blouse vibes. It's Sunday. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right into it regarding this stimulus. Today, guys, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said that he and the President Trump are in favor of further stimulus in response to the ongoing pandemic. He stated, "The president and I believe we should do more stimulus." Now, he said this morning on Fox News. "We have about 7.5 million jobs that we need to get back until we were back where we were. And we also want to help small businesses. We want to help businesses that were particularly impacted by the pandemic, and we'll continue to work on proposed new legislation." So I think that's great. I think it's good news. I think the more that we go into the lawmakers returning next week, the more that the stimulus talks continues to come up, I think it's always great because then, it's not in the back, the background. It's at the forefront of everyone's mind. So I agree. In the meantime, Mnuchin discussed his informal agreement with Pelosi to avert the government shutdown independent of the pandemic. So he said, "Hey, the speaker and I have agreed we both do not want to see a government shutdown. So we are going to do a clean, continuing resolution. And I hope by the end of the week, we can begin to move forward on that. We haven't agreed to the specific details, but my expectation is that it will go through the beginning of December. That's what we did last year," Mnuchin said. So, hey, I think right now, you know what, everybody should just put down their swords, get back in there. It's a new month, it's fresh. We can really see what the American people need, and let's just work together and get this thing passed. Now, Nancy Pelosi did tweet, "It has been 111 days since the House passed the HEROES Act, and still Republicans in the Senate remain determined to block this plan to help American working families. Enough is enough. The Senate must put #families first and finally pass the HEROES Act." Okay, so you know what? The Senate is scheduled to reconvene next week. So hopefully, since everyone wants to issue out checks and we want to put #families first, let's do that and pass the stimulus. Let's move along. All right, here, let me know what you guys think though. Do you think it's going to work? Do you think we're going to get the stimulus checks? When do you think we're going to get the stimulus checks? Let me know down below. All right, so speaking of unemployment, just as soon as it's getting started, it may be running out of money. Only in America. States will still start running out of funding for extra unemployment benefits that's being provided to millions of Americans that was made available under the executive memorandum signed in early August. It is likely that the benefit will stop abruptly for individuals. Say what now? Look here, all my people that's drawing your unemployment, did you just hear this? It may stop abruptly. So make sure you are doing what you're supposed to do with your money, just in case, okay, you heard it here. It is likely that after the 6th week, there will be some amount of jeopardy to the availability of these funds moving forward. Now, with 48 or the majority of states applying or being approved for the program, each state will likely get an allocated portion of the money to cover about 6 weeks, according to Andrew Stetner, and he's an unemployment insurance expert. Most workers will end up getting paid the extra benefits by the end of September, and a few of them will actually dip into October. Stetner said, "The people in Arizona will get all their money in September." So guys, just make sure you're planning accordingly, especially if they're saying, hey, you might get your money in September, only a few states in October. He did not state which states. Now, regarding the unemployment, Florida is still working diligently to get their money out to the Floridians, as well as California and Michigan will start paying or making payments this upcoming week. And then from my understanding, Alabama has started paying out as well. So let me know down in the comments below, have you received your unemployment? Have you been watching? What is your state doing? Let me know, what do you think about the unemployment stopping abruptly? Now, hopefully, if they can all pass something and get it all out, we don't even have this to worry about. So let's hashtag families first. Alrighty, so moving along in hazard pay, workers across the United States are protesting in favor of the reinstatement of hazard pay. So in Portland, Oregon, workers of the Whole Foods in the Pearl District said they're still on the front lines of the pandemic, but they're no longer being paid for it. And so they actually staged a walkout on Friday to call for the return of hazard pay. Now, Whole Foods did give them an extra $2 per hour in June. Workers say they do not understand how, if the company is owned by Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man in the world, that he can't compensate for the risk that they're taking just by showing up for work. So they're like, hey, Jeff Bezos, you have all this money, you can't give us an extra $2 an hour? Some of the workers said, I feel very unsafe on a day-to-day basis. People are frequently pulling down their masks to talk to me. If I can't hear, or if they can't hear what I'm saying, they'll pull down their masks. There's a lack of social distancing throughout the stores as well. That makes me feel unsafe. Workers said that they had a colleague of theirs that contracted Rona and they actually died. So what do you think about that with the hazard pay? Does it need to be reinstated? Is it only for essential workers? Let me know down in the comments below. But also in Tampa, Florida, demonstrators outside of the James A. Haley VA Hospital in Tampa joined hundreds of other VA employees around the country to protest their contract, which they said has become unfair. Despite being in the middle of a pandemic, workers claim their needs aren't being met and they've had enough. So on Saturday, dozens of VA employees, they gathered outside and they were chanting and they were stating that, hey, they were wearing shirts and had their signs and their message to share their message and concerns of the hazard pay. So one of the employees said, or one of the workers said, we're advocating for a hazard duty pay and PPE because this is the first wave. I don't want to see what the second wave will look like. And as of right now, the VA does not recognize hazard pay at all, but it is that they said, hey, they are practicing the 6 feet distance rule as well. So what do you think about that? Should VA employees get hazard pay or not? Or should hazard pay just be reinstated? What do you think about this second wave? Because I don't know, like, has the first wave really ended just yet? I don't know. Like, some of the numbers have dropped in certain areas, but then they're increasing in other areas. And this is still the first wave. I don't even want to think about a second wave. Let me know your comments down below. And last but not least, the pandemic EBT. So guys, yesterday I posted a video and it was regarding EBT, and a lot of people were like, hey, what about my state? What about Florida? What about this? At the time when I posted that video, those were the only states that have been approved on the USDA website. So, I mean, you know, some states have submitted applications and they have not been approved, but once they are approved, you know, I have you. Nebraska was the only state that decided not to submit EBT, emergency assistance, period. They didn't even try, okay? So if you stay in Nebraska, they didn't even try. Some of your other states, they may have tried and got denied. We don't know, I'll give that. But pandemic EBT, yesterday, the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services announced that Ohio children who qualify for free or reduced meals at school will receive the money to buy food through the pandemic EBT program. Now, the Ohio Department of Jobs and Services said that they have provided more than $250 million in pandemic EBT benefits to more than 850,000 Ohio children last spring. Recently, the agency received federal approval to issue a second round of benefits for children enrolled in schools operating fully remotely or with the hybrid remote and in-person model. The funding was made possible by the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. So as of right now, they are working with the Ohio Department of Education along with local school districts to identify eligible children. Children participating in remote learning for at least 5 consecutive days between August 1st and September 30th who are eligible for free or reduced lunch meals qualify. Listen, Linda, listen. This is fall pandemic EBT in Ohio, free or reduced lunch meals. If you are virtually, your child can still get it as long as they have been doing it from August 1st through September 30th. The pandemic EBT will be added to the Ohio direction cards of families that receive SNAP benefits. This is the same process that they did or they issued them last spring. Families that do not receive SNAP benefits will be sent your pandemic EBT cards with a one-time benefit added. No applications are needed. Before you guys start questioning, I don't know if you can use your old card from the spring. They said they're going to send new cards. It didn't say this for any other states. I even checked the website for it. As of right now, it's not on the website. I couldn't find any other state. This was just released yesterday for Ohio. So I don't know if other schools are going to take this approach, but pandemic EBT, it may be back, guys, okay? As soon as I know something, I got you. But Ohio, you're about to get your money, and it did not say the amount. So I'm guessing whatever amount that you got in the spring, let me know down below. That's probably what you'll get. I'll leave the news article in the description box below. And if I find anything out, you know I got you. All right, so that's all I have, guys, for this Sunday. Please like, comment, subscribe, enjoy your family, enjoy that extra day that you get off tomorrow. I will be coming back, or actually I may have had another video post earlier today. So make sure you check out that video that's going to have like Christmas benefits as well and different things going on. Check out that video as well because you want to get signed up for those Christmas programs. And as always, you know what? Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, I'm about to enjoy myself. Y'all have a good day. Bye.